I guess the new ones are definitely kind of like RPGs. Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. Yeah. Did you meet any of the VAs during Cyberpunk, if you're allowed to say? Oh, I can definitely talk about that stuff. But no. I basically flew to California and I met with the or a director, and we recorded all our lines, and then I left. That was pretty much it. Yeah. I didn't meet any of the other talents or anything. No. Did I meet Keanu? I did not, no. But I heard some great stories about Keanu Reeves and people that have worked with him. Like one thing that really stuck with me is there are a lot of voice actors in Cyberpunk that are very well known, and you know, some are very big in what they do in terms of their, you know, their presence and everything. And the director said how he got used to people showing up with like a list of needs and wants for the session. And he said, you know, they'd show up with with an entourage of people, and you know, like they'd show up with, like, in some cases, like a little party of people, and they'd be like super well dressed and everything, and you know, that was just what he got used to dealing with. And then he said, like, and then he did, like, Keanu Reeves, he would just show up on his motorcycle. First thing he'd do was like say hi to everyone and shake their hand, like by himself. He'd bring like a bottle of water. He'd bring his own water. Like he was just this like super chill, down to earth guy, and it was kind of wild. Yeah. But yeah, it was kind of fun. Apparently, Keanu made a big impression on the people that he had worked with, which was kind of cool. That pretty much lines up with everything else we've heard about him. Like he just seems to be like a pretty good dude. Gnostic Jade, did chat tell you about how To the Edge Seed of Sacrifice track was composed? Soken did it while in the hospital undergoing treatment for cancer. Also, please remember 5.5 has a second shorter half 5.5 before watching the trailer. Yes and yes. Thank you for your 27 months, bud. Who is in Cohh's VA entourage? I didn't have a VA entourage, man. Kidding? Oh, here we go.
Apologies for the wait.
They're brought on Twitch. Oh, thanks, buddy. Congratulations.
Gabu, have you been good?
Shivali, yeah, I think so. Gabu says nothing.
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Okay, how about you, like,
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you.
well, okay then.
Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment? Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul.
I love how Angelo is a crux in all this.
Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. would both need to be performed simultaneously.
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Dude, she has the power to summon forth a flying pig.
By doing so, we also spare
Like,
Graha the trouble of
casual
casting
creation
spell
magic.
after spell. It's really rather efficient.
That's kind of wild. You can do it too, it's a minion? Well, that's not
Be that
the
as
same.
it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable.
I'm
The
pretty
imbuing
sure
process will still require no small amount of ether.
that the pig is a primal.
And as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's
Yep.
stores of energy, I will be compelled to
pigmal.
rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
She's a pig
As would
mancer.
I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
A bacon mancer.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin. Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn.
Damn, dude, look at him go. I was kind of hoping he was going to Naruto it.
Tis done.
That is one powerful piece of bacon.
No small amount indeed.
The legendary
Well,
super swine.
We seek to go where even the Allegans did not. It was never like to be easy.
Dude, if they actually cure tempering right here and now, that's going to be crazy.
The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
Twould seem our part is played.
What?
Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Mira, just have a little goddamn faith, okay? Just a little goddamn faith. Alcadian says, is it me or Grahatia after 5-3 is a bit too fangirly? Well, he did shape his entire life for hundreds of years after following our whims, essentially. I would think he's
For
a
years, Eorzea has
bit of a
labored to
fanboy.
find a solution to
Yeah.
the primal problem, without success.
did pull us across
Any hope
time
that
and
tempering
space.
could be reversed faded long ago.
Yeah.
I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation. However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
If it's any consolation, she's in awe of your work.
She told you of my graduation thesis. How very embarrassing. Nonetheless, it is comforting and not a little surprising to hear that I'm still capable of impressing my sister. On the rare occasions I'm not annoying her, that is. Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Gaboo!
Whoa! Like a total win. Dude, that's awesome. Tiny Meteor says, God bless us, everyone. Gaboo.
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always.
Really is Tiny Tim, isn't it?
So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gaboo.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Yes, we can. All of them.
They just all need their own Allegan-infusing 100-year-old mage and mystical flying bacon pig. Easy.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gaboo alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's
Oh God,
influence.
think if you could fix the soul of something whose flesh had already been altered.
All of which is to say
Yeah,
that we cannot save everyone.
that would be bad.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gaboo, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
An army of flying pigs. A bacon
Yet
army.
there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master
You know,
Matoya.
Ishtola, tell us how you really feel about
The
the
real
situation.
one.
Yeah. Tell us, what do you think?
I have to go now, Gabu. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, chat. Remember, like, no hint of spoilers. We're so close. And this is a good time to mention this, by the way. I just want to say, for the entire playthrough of Final Fantasy, I was thinking about this today on lunch. For the entire playthrough in Final Fantasy, I don't think that I was spoiled a single time on any main story event. As such, I plead with you. We are so close to getting caught up. We're almost there, guys. Please, just like no foreshadowing, no hinting. The only and this is not a spoiler. But the only big thing is the only big like something big is coming thing that I had was 5-3. I knew 5-3 was going to be big. Funny enough, I went into 5-3 expecting it to be big, steeling myself. Like, okay, we'll get through this. It's going to be fine. Still hit me like a freaking truck. It still hit me like an absolute truck. But yeah, I do really appreciate y'all. Just thank you very much for, you know, we're almost there. Please don't do it now. We're so close. As somebody said in chat, even foreshadowing. So yeah, just please don't. Ooh. Not really the closest one. I really liked how someone said on my tweet, for 5-3, everyone's a gangsta until Seto closes his eyes. I completely relate to that. I definitely was like, no, you know, people said this was sad. I think I'll be able to get through this. It's okay. Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, that part was that was I think that was the only time the entire time that for some weird reason my camera had some trouble. Thankfully I was able to get it fixed up pretty quick, but yeah, it's, you know, it was terrible. So I'll get a new camera or something, guys. I'm really sorry about that. It was pretty bad. Yeah, a lot of dust in the, I think there was a lot of dust in the wires. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Elizabeth stuff was definitely really sad. It was the Elizabeth stuff, like, it was sad, but I'd say it was more tragic. And I feel like that's an important difference. Like it's one of those things that's it doesn't only make you sad, it makes you just almost kind of like depressed. Just like, man, that is so terrible. Like not sad, just ugh. Like dude, like it like his entire everything about his race and people are just over. It's just done. It's just sad. It's depressing, you know. But I mean, no question, it was still sad too. That one didn't quite hit me in the feels as much as it did, like the mental aspect of it. Seto was kind of happy tears. Yeah. Seto was emotion sad. Seto was like, oh, that's absolutely beautiful. They get reunited. Like that was, oh, it was so good. It was so good. That was great. They really did that scene well. Like bringing Ardbert back and having them have a little talk, like that was so good. That was so good. was so good. Yes, Seto got the closure he deserved. Yeah.
Nary a word from you all this time. Then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
Real quick, we're going to be doing Halo Infinite on December 8th and Elix 2, a gameplay preview on December 2nd. Yep, for those that were asking about non-14 stuff.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
Hey, XCar, what's up, buddy?
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
That could have been better.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
Okay.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I am proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
He's actually like... twice
You
as old as
are
him.
too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day. So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create proxies with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say.
No, I was gonna
Talking about a
say.
veritable herd of the little buggers. We'd collapsed before we reached double figures.
Make one giant porksy.
But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porksy, as it were.
Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Your hat is so good. Mama bacon. All right. We gotta fight into our other workshop and get that all going. Speak with Prorogo in the maker's quarters. Actually, you know what? Go. Frog Bro. Yep, there goes Frog Bro. Infinite bacon! Such bacon station! Now I want bacon. Oh, I had peppered bacon for. My hype for Elix 2? Oh yeah, we did a full Elix 1 playthrough and I enjoyed it. Big time. In fact, I think we're going to try to do an Elix 1 playthrough again before we do Elix 2. Bacon, says Yuko. Yeah. Thanks, Reffin. Cohh Smile. You don't need to be a sub to Cohh Smile, by the way. We made it a follower emote. If you want to, of course. Did I complete Encased? I have not completed Encased. I want to return to it at some point. Cohh Smile. Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's relict. Tirorogo is my name, and I am honored to be your guide. Soon you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place is not laid host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years. Oh my. Was this a dungeon? Oh, cool! Okay, great. Do I have time for this? I think I do. All right. Oh, here's some new names. Cool. Great. Okay, we've got Maxis on tank. Let's do Jip on heals. And Habari on DPS. Great. Awesome. Oh, wait. Did I invite the wrong person? Oh, wait. Who did I invite? Oh, I think I invited Varissa by accident. Oh, Varissa, I'm sorry. I'm the worst. I think I said... And I don't think we have heals. Yeah, I think I said Jip. Jip was on heals, right? Yeah, Jip's on heals. I'm sorry about that. I invited the wrong person. That's totally my bad. It's totally my bad. Sorry. I'm the worst. I gypped Jip. I did. Okay, now do we have the full party? Okay, now we're good. Sorry about that. That was totally my fault. Love your face. Bye, Frieza. So rude, how dare you? How dare you?